here's how it works. They come into a nation, a Western nation, to get a funding mechanism and a military enforcement arm, like England, Germany, France, the U.S. They come in and they lobby. We're going to have a great new society. We're going to take care of everybody. We're going to have welfare and build man up. We go, great. We're going to vote for big government and pay a lot of taxes to do this because it sounds wonderful and we want to share. They do dole some of that out for a while. Some good things happen, some bad things happen. The point is now it's created the trough. Then the global corporations come in. They're lobbying to take over the government the whole time to get most of that money that's being paid in taxes given to them in investments, which they then take and use to buy off and pay off and blow out third world economies. They then, over the last 50 years, get control of the third world as a kind of camouflage neo-imperialism. They then mass that wealth, use it to totally buy off the Western governments. They then basically drive up the debt of those nations, in debt now owed to those very private banking institutions and governments that were already taken over, in many cases hundreds of years ago. See, I said this is simple. It's not. And they then take all of that wealth that they now have offshore, where they never have to pay tax, but then they manipulate our government to actually raise taxes and toll roads and all these other ways of getting fees to then conduit more and more to themselves. And in the final phase, they come in and pay off the government to have the government actually write laws to cede government power into these multinational corporations, many of which are bigger than some of the largest nations in their GDP. And then they hire private intelligence agencies, private mercenary armies like the Bureaus with the diamonds, and so you have this world government run by these untouchable elites whose wealth is offshore, and then they basically just play nation states off against each other in globalization and economic warfare to have a domino effect to take over the next, and they end up truly being world rulers through the financial system.
That's a pretty succinct description of